Imagine being trapped on a tiny boat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. No food, no water, no hope. Now imagine surviving like that for not just days or weeks, but for 438 days, 14 months, alone. This isn't fiction. This is the incredible true story of Jose Salvador Alvarenga, the man who broke a world record that nobody would ever want to break. Before we dive into this unbelievable survival story, let me blow your mind with one fact. The Pacific Ocean is so massive that if you drilled a hole straight through the earth from Chile's coastline, you'd still end up in the Pacific Ocean on the other side. This ocean covers 165 million square kilometers. To put that in perspective, all the land on Earth combined is only 148 million square kilometers. That means the Pacific Ocean alone is bigger than every mountain, desert, forest, and island on our entire planet. And scattered across this endless blue desert are tiny islands, most of which have never been touched by human feet. If someone gets lost here, the chances of finding them are practically zero. On November 17, 2012, a 36-year-old fisherman named Jose Salvador Alvarenga set out from a small Mexican village called Costa del Sol. He was an expert fisherman, and this was supposed to be a routine trip, just 30 hours at sea with his companion, then back home. His 7-foot fishing boat carried minimal supplies, an icebox for storing fish, 1 day's worth of food and water, and a radio. That's it. They sailed 120 kilometers from shore and cast their nets. Then everything changed. A massive storm appeared out of nowhere. To save their lives, they abandoned their fishing nets and raced back toward shore at full speed. After 6 brutal hours of fighting the storm, they could finally see their village. They were just 20 kilometers from safety, 20 kilometers from hot food, fresh water, and their families. But fate had other plans. Their engine died. Then their radio battery died while waiting for rescue. And just when they thought things couldn't get worse, powerful winds began pushing them back out to sea. The shoreline they could see with their own eyes slowly disappeared into the horizon. 5 days later, Jose and his companion were 450 kilometers from shore, surrounded by nothing but water in every direction. They knew their tiny boat was too small to be spotted. They had no flares, no way to signal for help. The food ran out immediately. To survive, Jose began catching birds that landed on the boat with his bare hands. He caught fish and ate them raw. For water, he collected rainwater in plastic bottles floating in the ocean. When it didn't rain for days, he drank the blood of fish and turtles to stay alive. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months. The mental torture was unimaginable. After 4 months at sea, Jose's companion couldn't take it anymore. He committed suicide, leaving Jose completely alone on that tiny boat. 6 months after leaving Mexico, Jose spotted a cargo ship in the distance. For the first time in half a year, he saw another sign of human life. His hope exploded. He waved frantically, made every signal he could think of. But the ship never saw him. It sailed past, and Jose's hopes sank once again. Imagine fighting for survival for 6 months, finally seeing rescue, only to be ignored and left behind. After 11 months drifting across the Pacific, Jose had traveled over 8,000 kilometers. His clothes were torn to shreds, his body was ravaged by sun exposure and starvation. Then on January 30th, 2014, after 438 days at sea, Jose spotted coconuts floating in the water. His heart raced. Coconuts meant land was nearby. Soon he saw it, an island. Terrified it might drift past him, he jumped into the water and swam to shore. For the first time in 14 months, he felt solid ground beneath his feet. He found a small house where a local couple lived. They were shocked to see this skeletal, sunburned man emerge from the ocean. This was Eben Atoll, a remote island in the Marshall Islands, over 9,000 kilometers from where Jose had started. If he had missed this island, the next landmass was the Philippines, another 5,000 kilometers away. He would have died. Jose Salvador Alvarenga was eventually sent back home to Mexico, where he wrote a book called 438 Days. Tragically, his companion's family accused him of murder, claiming Jose had killed and possibly eaten his friend to survive. While these charges were never proven, the trauma of his ordeal and these accusations haunted him forever. Jose's story remains one of the most incredible survival stories in human history. 14 months alone, at sea on a 7-foot boat. It's a world record nobody wants, but a testament to the unbreakable human will to survive. If you found this story as mind-blowing as we did, make sure to like and subscribe for more incredible true stories. What would you do if you were in Jose's situation? Let us know in the comments below.